So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street. Go!
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go.
19, Pioneer. Trap 60.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Now it'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Broncos will have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Hey, smash Bronco switch. Ready?
Up the gut they go with Williams. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That was Tyree Wilson in on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Ready? Viking 18.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he's got this down to the 40. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready? 19 tight. 60 Maverick. 19 Lion. Dragon 60. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. Check out.
Nix from the gun. That's caught for the first. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Connects with his back, Jaleel McLaughlin. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Nix with it on first. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And this one doesn't go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Check smash. Come on. Set. Go, Rig. Go. Rig, Lion. Hook.
Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Only 1 yard for them, and now we'll see what they decide to do on 4th and short.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
4th and 3, drive on the line.
Set up. Cup 19, Cup 19. Buffalo 18. Set up.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Throw caught by his running back. He almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
They'll try and punch it in. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal. Williams. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Right, ready to send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing. Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
He's contained at the line for no gain. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. He's going to throw this one. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. It's the end of the... Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. They put Flowers in motion right. And he drives it up past the 45. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
48. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Raiders first. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Again, it's Bigsby. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap, because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. To the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's a throw. Complete to his back. Tank Bigsby. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. Looking to the air here. Throw reeled in by Mayer. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They're going play action. Buying some time right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
It's no good. He needed more leg, and he sent it too far right. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now they send their back in motion right. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Hey, smash Bronco. Let's go now. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a pickup of 11. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Here's Nix to throw. That's into the hands of Franklin. And they bring him down around the 34. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Second and 3 now.
Stephanie. Cowboy 80. Third. Right there, right. Hut.
Give to Williams from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Street.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
18 Cardinal. Check go.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Nix off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Mustang 19. Check smash. Go, Reed, go.
3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And not his best punt here. He drops it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw now. Got a man. Bowers has it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. He'll throw it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Nick's looking to throw. This finds Franklin. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
This throw is caught. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now Nix. Has it in close. Touchdown, Denver! No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Right, ready to send this one away. Trey Tucker to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's brought down for a loss. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Offense to the line for 2nd down. They'll stick with the ground game here. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Right, ready to send this one away. Tucker now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They put Flowers in motion right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. 2nd and 13. Gets it quickly to Bowers. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete here to Bowers. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the gun, it's again to Bigsby. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I feel so bad, I really do, and I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Third and 4 coming up now. Setting up a throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10 from the 41. Throwing now, off play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
That's incomplete left side.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go, set.
They are throwing it again. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Gronk, is one of the league's better tight ends are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking for a throw here. Completed to Flowers. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th and 3, drive on the line. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Set. 72 move. Check out.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
79 Broncos.
Nix from the gun. That's caught for the first. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. This set it down starts with an option right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 11. Panther 11. 18 rep. 18 rep. 18 Pioneer. Hup.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
60. Check. Hurt. Hurt.
Play action with Nix. And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he gets it away from his end zone. Jukes one defender. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Puts his body on the line, and he got it. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, smash Bronco. Here we go.
It's Nix out of the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So we hit the end of the third quarter. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense to the line for second down. Another try following the sack. Put the body on the line for his team.
That is all-out effort, Kate, to make the catch. Putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception. And some more targets are clearly coming his way in the future.
Let's go. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Let's go now.
Going for it on fourth, Nix. Mims with the grab. That'll be a 20-yard hit on fourth down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Head to 60, head to 60. Ready?
Straight ahead with Williams. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Running it now out of the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Looking to throw. Throwing this back in the end zone. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Here we go, here we go. Go track, go track. Come 19, come 19. Top low 18.
He'll throw it. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to throw. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. He's back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Throwing from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. Juke the defender. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Now they'll throw out of the gun. This could decide things. It's intercepted. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Check smash, check smash.
From the 32. This finds Franklin. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, I can feel by your body language and the call that you saw exactly what I saw. And that was a big uh-oh. It's one of the nice things of having a bird's eye view on these screens. You can see it coming at the field. In the field level, you get lost. But not up here. You knew that play was doomed from the start.
Let's go now.
Running for the marker with Williams. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Tag. Go.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Got Williams, and it's complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Back to throw. He's on the move. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or 2 short of that 25. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Denver first. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this 2nd half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
He'll look to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Cut me in the goal line. It's a Denver touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Right, ready to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And he makes the right. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And it's going to be 2nd down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Throwing off the play fake here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Throwing now. This ball's cut by Bowers. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Throwing it again here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. He'll throw it yet again. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Try getting that one to Brock Bowers. So that brings up 2nd down.
Let's go now. Look at my team.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throwing deep for the end zone. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Thought he had a touchdown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. To throw. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 4th and long. Now to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nakobe Dean. And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it. It's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds past midfield.